Hey, g'day, hi, welcome. Okay, where we going? I was blocking the way for Robert there. I was like trying to get my second GoPro out, and I was like, oh! Sitting there waiting to turn in, and like, oh, whoops. My bad. Hope he wasn't waiting long. Kids these days, 51 years old. Kids these days. He's in his 70s there. Yeah. Okay, so it was sunny. I just finished shoveling and now it's cloudy again, and I'm starting to see flakes. Don't you do it. Give me a day. Give me a day. I could be back. Well, I know not tomorrow, but the day after. Yeah, it didn't go too bad. 2 hours. About 2 hours in, so 2 hours of shoveling's enough. Especially this morning I coughed and they hurt my back when I coughed. Yeah. What? Tell me you're getting older without telling me you're getting older. I coughed and it hurt my back. Like, who throws out there? Hey, you can collapse a lung from coughing, right? Oh, come on, silver pellet. Oh, that was a close one. Not saying it would have spun out at the top there, but the last thing you want to do is spin out on those tops, because it's hard to back down without going, like, there's not too bad, but some of these, like, especially when they're on a corner and you're trying to back down and it just wants to throw you into the ditch. You gotta keep your momentum up there. Oh, there's a tree there. Don't want to smack that. Holy smokes. Do some coasting. So I gave I had my meat stick chunk for Bella, so I had that. And last time, because I forgot, I guess my friend's mom bought a bunch of meat sticks for Bella. So here, give this to her. I was like, okay, because she goes nuts when I do, eh? Like, but she'll bark at me if I don't pet her. She'll start barking at, like, this dog's kind of a little bit weird. Like, she's a sweet dog, but like she always sounds so angry and cross. But it just she's not socialized properly, like, you know, around people and stuff like that. So like she's actually quite tame, you know, once she gets to know you. You know, she's very, very tame. Like she's barking at me like she's angry, but she's like wagging her tail because she's happy, right? Like she's just a little kind of stupid a bit. But man, when I have a meat stick in my hand, like she's like goes nuts. She's like doing all that stuff. It's funny. You gotta love dogs, though. Dogs are hilarious. Yeah, best people in the world, dogs. Especially after you give them a meat stick, then they're like your friend forever. But I walk in the house, she starts barking at me, so I pet her. She stops barking, I stop petting her, she starts barking at me again. She's like, rah, 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 rah. Pet me? Is that a freaking teepee over there? What? I wonder who has that little teepee. I'll do a Quebec stuff. Wouldn't want to live back in there, Cherry Creek. It's like, go in the winter, come out in the spring. It's like, ugh. I'm doing 30 kilometers an hour, and that's as fast as I can go on this part. This part gets pretty bad. It's not as bad with the it being filled in a bit with the snow and the pack, you know, the ice and stuff. Feels that it smoothens it out a bit. But yeah, back there in Cherry Creek there, man, you can get stuck back there for like weeks on end. It's a partial municipal road, but most of the roads down there are private, so it's like, oh wow, that pothole, holy jeez. It's like craters or rust. It's crazy, it's madness. Absolute madness. Madness and stupidity. What movie is that from? Madness and stupidity. Get a lot of that around here. Big friggin' snowballs. You really don't want to bash into those. But the worst is when you get a white, like a bit of a whiteout, and you can't see them and you're smacking into them. Next thing you know, your bumper's all like pieces broken off of it. All that. Some ejector holes here. when you can't see like 100, like, you know, like 50 yards in front of you, you know, and you can't see what's behind you. I'm sure there must have been a couple of pileups on the 401 yesterday. Holy crap. Pancreas is getting to work out here. Holy crap. Smacking those, oh, my pancreas. Oh. But, Pauly Shore used to always say that. Oh, my pancreas. All over. He was quite a weirdo, that's for sure. I remember though, one of my old girlfriends, her favorite son-in-law, Pauly Shore. It was actually a cute movie. It was actually really a good date movie. We used to watch it all the time. And it was her favorite movie. Oh, my pancreas. Driving this car, it's like, oh, my pancreas. Yeah, there's some trees down here. Somebody went a little crazy with a chainsaw, maybe. Chainsaw. Oh, this guy in the middle of the road. These truck guys, they could kind of drive all over the place. They got the ground clearance for it. This thing, if I go too fast, I'll bottom out. Now, if you bottom out a truck, that's a rough road. Never bottomed out a truck. I know I've tested the shock limits, but I've never bottomed out a truck. Mind you, like Brutus, yeah, I've had metal in the back of him. You know, have him like, sitting in the nose high there. His shocks were pretty worn, but Thunder, that thing had 5 leaf springs in the back. I thought but strangely it wasn't a really rough ride though. But that thing, like, yeah, man, we loaded, I think I had 4 tons in the back of that, pulling 4 tons with that at one point. That was a heavy load. I think it was one of the first loads I did with it. Gee, why are my trucks broken? Thunder was pretty well. Brutus, he had the Toyo Mountain snow tires. Those tires were really good in the winter. However, they dug. Like, I had to be so careful with that truck because if you tap the gas too hard with it, they would just dig, right? So like it'd rut up everybody's driveways, stuff like that. Thunder, I had the studded tires on him, which gripped great, but they didn't dig, which was better. Then it wasn't, you know, destroying everybody's driveways, right? Because I know one time I was coming out of one of my clients' driveways and I gave Brutus a good shot of gas there, and he went, whoa. Like, he came out no problem. Like, that wasn't the problem, but I must have left a freaking pothole there, you know, half the size of the tire, right? They just dug. But the truck never got stuck though. I think with the studded tires, I only ever had to use the 4x4 like 2 or 3 times in the winter.